What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Freedom Talks on Friday. My name is Sam. And if you were with me last week, you'll remember that I talked about the pros of working from home. Now, this episode, I'm going to go over some of the cons from working from home. Now, just a reminder, I have been working from home for about 3 months, and I have come across some of the cons that I think, some of them kind of relate to me, some of them don't, but they could definitely be one of your cons as well. So let me just jump in. First one that I think of is when you work from home, you are by yourself. And a lot of people are like, yes, I don't have to deal with coworkers, yada, yada, yada. And me, like, I like it. I can get my work done. I don't have distractions. I don't have people around me, in my face, in my ears. But the con could be some people could really miss having that interaction with coworkers. Now, sometimes you could get lonely, or say you may need help with something and your coworkers aren't around, so you have to email them or call them, and then they might not answer right away, and so you have to wait. And so to wait on somebody to get feedback with your work could be a really big inconvenience. Whereas if you're at the office, you can just, walk around to somebody's cubicle and say, hey, I need to ask you a question, and then boom, you're answered. But if you're at home, you've got to wait. So there's loneliness could be a con, and having to wait on getting an answer can be a con for working from home. Also, not having that socializations with your coworkers and your friends from work, that could be a con too. Another con for working from home is sometimes I think we get into this routine, going to work, and then all of a sudden the routine stops. And I'm talking about routines like, okay, your monthly hair sessions, or, your monthly self-care routines that you use to de-stress. Like, I know there's people out there that spend money on monthly massages and monthly haircuts, and, they get pampered at the salon, and they use that to kind of de-stress from work. So this really isn't a con for me, but for people who are used to spending, the time for the self-care because it's in their routine along with their work, all of a sudden that might stop because now you're at home and, you don't feel like, okay, I don't really need to get my hair done, and I don't really need to get my massages done or those self-care routines because you're not actually going to the office. But you could be missing out on taking care of yourself, those things that you need to do that you were doing while you were going to the office that is important, like extra rest and, like I said, self-care, all around self-care. You might end up stopping doing that, and it might start affecting your health mentally, physically. Another con for working from home, and this kind of counteracts one of the pros that I was talking about last week, is the drive to work. Some people enjoy the drive to work because it gets them, one, away from the house, and two, away from the family that could possibly be getting on their nerves. And they see that as a time of away, a time to relax, a time to just breathe, take some time for themselves, thinking with quiet and nothing going on. And if you're working from home and you've got a family and you've got all this commotion and stuff in the background, then working from home is going to take away that drive from work, that time you have by yourself. And also, some people do escape to work just to get away from their family, which I don't know about all that, guys. That doesn't sound right. But if you're the type of person who escapes to work to get away from your family, then I think something needs to be corrected there in your life. So if you can't escape from, the situation at your house and you have to work from home, well, then I guess that's a con for you. Another con from working from home is your animals, is your dogs. Sometimes dogs don't listen and they start barking, and you're trying to work, and if you are one of those animal lovers and you've got 10 dogs in the house and you're trying to get work done, but they're just rah, 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 and you don't have a yard to put them outside, and they're still barking right outside of your office room. Well, that can be a huge con, because if you're trying to get stuff done, that's an interference. If you're on the phone with customers or clients, that's an interference. And so you may need to really consider, hey, if I'm going to work at home, what am I going to do with the dogs if they're super barky? My last con for working from home, and I think a lot of people can relate, especially if you just start working from home and you're trying to find that routine of, trying to get into your flow of working from home, is since you are at home, there's a lot of distractions. Like when I'm working from home, I look around and I'm right here out. I can see outside. I can see in my garden. I start thinking about, oh, I need to do this, this, this. I think about the kitchen, which is right outside there. And I think, oh, I got to do dishes. Or, I'm sitting right here next to the bathroom, and I think, oh, I really need to clean the bathroom. And then it makes my mind go like, okay, I need to do all these things at home, and it's a bit of a distraction. So I guess that could be a good con if you are working from home or you're thinking about working from home. Just remember that you're in your home environment where things need to be done, and you have to discipline yourself to tune all that out so you can focus on your work. Well, that about wraps up the cons that I can think of for working from home. If you guys have any more you'd like to add, just drop a comment below, get a conversation starting. I hope you guys are having a great week and have a great weekend. I will see you guys next Friday. Take care.